I feel awful about putting you through this whole thing because I know it violates your principles in some sense, and I feel guilty about that.
Which principle?
Well, I guess the principle of not making a ludicrous spectacle of yourself in public.
Oh my God!
And,
pardon me.
I hope you're not planning to do anything like that.
Is that what you're looking forward to?
That's what I kind of hoped I could do.
That's what you're liable to get.
Anyway, then I would
well,
apologize
my
for that.
only experience in this theater, I made a ludicrous spectacle of myself. I played about 40-odd years ago through this theater. Not in this theater. They wouldn't even take me in this theater. I had to fly out to Minneapolis to join a company of The Night Hostess, which was being produced by John Golden and Winchell Smith. And Winchell Smith lived in Farmington, Connecticut. Yeah. And I'd been fired out of the only job I had been offered, and he gave me a walk-on as a hostess in a thing called Night Hostess.
The title
and
sounds...
I gave the worst performance that has ever been seen, because I was supposed to be a wicked fascinator, and I wasn't very wicked, and I hadn't learned how to be a fascinator. I never did learn how to be that kind of a fascinator.
The title sounds very racy. Was it really a play that would raise eyebrows?
Well, it was
today?
Phil Dunning and Winchell Smith. Yes, it was calculated to raise the eyebrows, and I don't think it raised them enough. So it sat down. I don't think it ever came to New York. I got a better job, and I flew back in from Minneapolis, deciding that I wasn't going to succeed that way.
You said you were fired, though. I can't imagine anybody having the nerve.
No. I was fired from another thing.
Yeah, but why?
I was fired because I wasn't very good.
Oh, is that the only reason?
Yes, well, that's usually the reason you're fired. I found out. I used to think it would be nice to know why you were fired. And somebody told me once, and I've decided it's much better to feel that you were put upon when you were fired.
Is that what you tell yourself in order to keep going?
No, that's what I always told myself. Well, I told myself the same thing a few months ago when I was fired, but I've been constantly fired.
And you've been on this very stage.
So I would appreciate it if you'd fire me now and I'd go home and never come back.
Maybe I can arrange something. Well, if you make a...
No, I had a very funny experience, actually. I came here to this particular theater from playing the leading part in a thing called The Big Pond. Do you want to hear the story of my life? I presume that's why I'm here.
Sure, as long as I'm here.
The story of my life. So I went out to Great Neck to play in the Big Pond, and I had started out as an understudy, and I was always a pretty good flash actor. I could read a part without knowing what I was doing better than anyone in the whole world. I mean, I could laugh and cry, and I could always get the part.
First time?
First time. Never could keep it. They got on to me after a while.
I'd
lose my voice, fall down, get red in the face, talk too fast, and couldn't act when they were all sitting out there. Just petrified me.
I understand that. You know that I acted
and
a little
then
bit.
I love these terrible situations, you see, that I'm in now. Wondering how I'm going to escape. It's the sort of criminal instinct or something.
Yeah, it's a challenge for you, I know.
It's a challenge.
I would bet that you've had a bad dream about how this would go in the last couple of nights.
No, I've had a bad dream my whole life about everything and how everything would go. And it's turned out to be a bad dream.
And this is only part of it.
This is the end.
Can you remember your dressing room in this theater? And did they have this carpet and these walls?
You mean, can I remember your dressing room in this theater? Because that's what I've just come out of.
I was hoping you weren't going to mention that.
Well, my dressing room in this theater, I had a dressing room. No, I never had any dressing room in this theater because I never played in it. But I had a dressing room with a man named Alfred De Leagro, who became a very well-known producer. Right. And he and I shared a bathroom. We had no bathroom. Shared a dressing room at the Maxine Elliott Theater, which was, I think, on 38th or 9th Street, 41st Street, now torn down. Yeah. Wonderful theater, and we were up on the 5th floor together. And I was on when he was off, and vice versa. So we had a great time.
And did you also share an apartment?
No, we didn't. We didn't
that would
share.
Work,
No, that would have looked badly in those days. But this was accepted. And
well, I didn't mean
I
him.
was fired out of that show. Well, what did you mean?
I meant ever. I mean, sometimes people...
With anyone?
You suggested...
Yes, I've shared apartments with people.
I wasn't probing. I'm sorry.
I don't understand the question, Mr. Cavett.
Okay, I mean...